My name is Tanesha Grant. I am a proud member of the Coalition for Educational Justice and the Alliance for Quality Education, and we are under J for J. We are under the coalition with J for J. As a parent with three children and a grandmother of one very special grandson who happens to be autistic, I'm from New York City. After 10 years, only 13% of black and brown children graduated college ready. I'm one of the parents who helped organize to win more than 100 community schools in our city. Thank you. Using an evidence-based school improvement strategy that focuses on the community school model. What will you do to fully fund sustainable community schools that have culturally responsive curriculum so black mothers like me do not have to fight for equity in education for all students?
Thank you. So let me say, first of all, thank you for fighting for equity for all of our students. That's what we need. That's what we have to do. You know, the system we have today, when you got one group of kids who, through no fault of their own, have no access to preschool, and another group has access to preschool, equals not equal. And when you got one group who, through no fault of their own, have terrible K-12 schools, and another, because of where their parents live, have good schools, equals not equal. And when one group of kids, and this is happening every day of every hour of every day and every week, one group of kids has college counselors and after-school sports and summer jobs, and the other group of kids has nothing. Equal is not equal, and equal is not equal, and yet we live in a country where more money goes to the wealthy kids than it does to the poor kids in the United States of America. If you want to close the achievement gap, we have to do the opposite of that. And I'm the only politician in this race that's saying that, and I've seen it firsthand. I would support the community schools that you're talking about. I'm well aware of the ones that you're talking about in New York, and I'll go one step further. I think the Department of Human Services, the Department of Housing, the Department of Labor should all be brought together by a President of the United States to support the work that we're trying to do at the local level with these community schools. We have to solve these issues together, and we can wrap these services around our schools. You know, a lot of our kids don't have access to dental health. They probably do in your community schools. They do in a lot of them. They don't have access to health care. They're getting evicted from housing. There are all these issues that the community school model is meant to set up to address together. And I think we should have a federal government where the agencies are all aligned in trying to support the objectives that you have. That's what we should do. There is no Department of Children in America. But if I'm elected president, the whole federal government is going to act like a Department of Children, because how we treat the next generation is how we're going to be judged in this country. It's how we should be judged in this country, which is why your work is so important.